the whirlwind when Henry got hurt and then Caleb became your #1 quarterback, and just the progress he's made and kind of the steps he's made to up to this point to be your starter in the bowl game.
I think he's done a heck of a job. Injuries and having to shuffle the decks, nothing new around here. So our team moved on pretty quick, really. Even though it was a setback in some ways, I don't think our team really acknowledged it as one. We just kind of moved forward and went about our business. So I was pleased to see that our team responded like they did. And then I thought Caleb has done a great job all along. The one thing that he has brought to the table since day one is he's been able to keep it together. I think he's been really, really poised. He hasn't made very many mistakes, and we tried to put him in a position where he could execute the offense, and we did some things to try to help him out. This is the first time playing a lot and starting, but I thought all along he's done a great job from a composure standpoint and being able to manage the offense and keeping us out of trouble. And I thought that was a difference maker in our offense, being able to gain some momentum as the season went on. He's gotten better and better throughout the course of the season, and our offense has as well. So hats off to Caleb and all of our offense for making it happen. But I think Caleb's done a heck of a job. Very pleased with him.
What areas is he better at today than maybe he was when he took that first snap?
Well, confidence, obviously. He's much more confident. I think the game has slowed down a lot for him. I think he has a great handle on what's happening around him. And again, I think he's always had some composure, but I think he has a lot more confidence now, and he makes great decisions and just seems to have it even more under control than ever right now. Really done a great job and come a long ways throughout the course of the season. And then, again, having two quarterbacks, so there's some competition and having, someone else that's also being prepared. And I think, both of those guys have done a great job all year long, kind of sticking together and looking out for each other and, believing in the coaches. And, we never had a quarterback controversy. We had some competition, which is healthy. But I think Caleb and the quarterback position handled all that very well throughout the course of the season.
For the bowl game, how do you kind of adjust to that? Is it not as difficult because you've done it before, or with each case it's a different challenge?
Well, the good news is that we had enough depth to be able to adjust and still be good enough to win. In a couple of years prior to this season, if we had the injuries that we had to key positions, we may not have had enough players or experienced players or talented enough players to adjust and still win. So I like the fact that we were able to bring the next bunch in and get them lined up and still be able to compete on Saturdays and still be able to manufacture a winning season. We've done a good job all season long offensively of spreading the ball around. We really haven't featured one particular guy throughout the course of the season. Some games Ralph carried the ball more, and some games Shavers carried the ball more. We've had some games where Antavian caught more passes and some games where someone else caught more passes. So we've been spreading around all season long. So we have a lot of guys that have experience. It's a good thing that we got the young guys some work this season, because as the season's come to an end, we've ran thin at some skill spots, and to have Hunt and Mostert that have been in the games and have played well, I think really has made a difference to our football team here at the end of the season. So we've done a good job adjusting to the injuries, and thank goodness we had enough players and enough depth to be able to adjust and still be able to win. We did the same thing we've been doing. I thought with the officials here at practice today, we could maybe pick the pace up a little bit, and we split the team in half, put the offense on one side and the defense on the other side, try to make it a little bit more game-like, just to kind of change the pace up a little bit. And then again, we want to make sure that we're keeping our hands inside in the pass protection, and we're not out there putting our hands where they don't belong from a defensive standpoint. So I think the officials out here helped us make it more game-like, and